I never planned to spend all my career in the regulatory sector. I thought that I'd come to Ofwat at the time from university, where I'd been doing my economics degree, and I'd be able to work there for a couple of years, and then I'd move on into the private sector. I think the reason that I've stayed is something that I still find really interesting about it, which is being able to apply my economics and policy work to the environment to sort of see how does it work in practice and how does that need to amend. At Ofwat, I'm a director. My role involves two particular parts. I think one would be the policy work which I'm doing, for example through Water 2020. The second side of my work is very much on the management side, on the resource management side, where I head up the strategy and policy resource pool. We moved to Matrix a couple of years ago, and I think the way that it works for us is it enables us to see the demands of programmes and how that maps with resource pools. So we have a number of resource pools, of which the strategy and policy pool is one, and within that we're looking to say, well, if a programme needs certain people, what type of people does it need? And then the pools are responsible for supplying to those programmes. I think a clear benefit for Ofwat employees of Matrix working is having the ability to put your hand up to work on a particular programme or project, whereas in the past you might not have known about it, or you might have felt that you didn't have the flexibility to apply. Now you can express that interest. I think a challenge for individuals is where you get told that actually you're not going to be able to work on that project or programme at this point. I think that can happen for two reasons. One, maybe your skills are too important on the project or programme you're working on at the moment, or two, maybe your skills aren't just quite there yet for the new project or programme. I actually think that's an opportunity for individuals now, because you get that feedback and you can work with your resource manager and feed that into your learning and development plan, and therefore the next time that this opportunity comes up, you could be top of the pack to actually work on it. I think Ofwat is in a really strong position as an independent economic regulator. I think ourselves and the sector have gone through really quite a challenge and a journey over the last couple of years. You just have to look at what we're doing within Water 2020 to think of all the exciting opportunities that come about from that change. I think Catherine Ross, our Chief Exec, has been very clear in our strategy what she expects the sector to do over the next few years, and I think that's very important for us. I think in addition to that, Catherine set out the regulator that we want to be, which makes it clear how we should operate on a day-to-day basis. I think if you combine the two of those, it's very clear that we're in a strong position both externally and internally. For me as an individual, I've always been happiest in my career where I've worked somewhere where I feel in alignment with the objectives and the aims of the organisation. At the moment in Ofwat, that's exactly what I feel.